Nigel is enjoying his time on the island of Sodor. He has won many of the engine's respects, including Gordon, Henry, and James. They consider him one of them. But Donald and Douglas did not like him, and Nigel was determined to try to be friendly with them. One day, Nigel shunted the goods train for Donald. Donald backed up and glared at Nigel. "Hello there, my name is Nigel. And you must be, oh, can't you read my nameplate, you ugly engine?" Nigel was shocked at what he said. Donald? Well, I was just about to say your name and then you just suddenly say it. Why on earth? I don't even like your look. You don't consider one of us, he said, fuming. And then Donald puffed away. The next day, Nigel was collecting passengers along Everett's branch line when Douglas came up. Pulling this much many coaches? I would never. I don't think you're that strong, he said. Look at me. I'm more stronger than you. And then Douglas puffed away, laughing. Nigel was fuming. I am strong, he said. What is wrong with both of them? He told about the situation to Edward when he arrived at Wellswood Yards. They are Donald and Douglas. They aren't horrid engines, and they sometimes hold a grudge against diesels, and they hate them, occasionally. And then he told them about a story of what happened many years ago. About the Fat Controller was deciding of which one is to keep and which one is to send away, and they fear if he did, then the controller on their own railway in Scotland would be scrapped during the time of the dieselization. Oh, I see. Oh, don't worry about it. You'll get used to them. And one tip I should give you to tell you: if you want to make sure they want to be kind to you, you got to prove to them. Oh, okay then. Thanks, Edward. Nigel decided to stay at Tidmouth for the night. Some of the engines were a bit skeptical about his appearance, but they make him feel welcome, and they all chatted out like old friends. Well, the twins saw everything, and they just stared glaringly and steamed off. A few days later, Nigel was resting at Wellswood after taking a goods train from Nafford to here, when Donald and Douglas came with a long goods train. They need a back engine, but the only engine available was Nigel. They were not happy. We don't need him. We can manage it ourselves. Come on, you two, give him a chance, said Douglas's driver. Fine. Nigel went round back and coupled up from behind, and all three engines puffed out of Wellswood to tackle Gordon's Hill. Nigel, said his driver, let's show them what you can do. Righto, he said. When they reached Gordon's Hill, they tackled the climb. At first they slipped, but Nigel heaved his hardest to get over the hill. The twins were surprised about his performance as they stormed up the hill and down the other side. When they reached Marin Station, Nigel uncoupled and went on the other track. Donald and Douglas were impressed with Nigel's performance. Well, he did actually well pushing us from behind. Oh, thank you, you two. You know, got to tell you, we quite want to apologize for our outbursts. We didn't actually know that your performance is good, and we quite didn't like about your look in the first place. Well, that's alright. Some engines back on my own railway that dislike my look, but eventually get used to it. Oh, well, at least you managed to get used to that matter at first. Now, thank you, Nigel. Thank you, Nigel. You're welcome, you two. And with that, he watched as the two of them went out of sight. We did it, Nigel. We Finally, Donald and Douglas are being kind to you. Yep, Edward was right. It takes time, and it's to prove them that I'm really useful and friendly. Right, come on, Nigel. It's time to head back. We got another goods train waiting at Wellswood. Okay then, driver. And they puffed off back to Wellsworth.